I hear Lotto and I hear Carisha or City Girls and I hear Meg Thee Stallion and I hear Cardi B, my mind has elevated to another level of being that sounds like child's play to me. Like when I hear women sit here and talk about how they want to use men for money and shit like that, it's child's play to me. It's like so immature, because once you get to a certain age, once you figure out your finances, you got so much bread anyway, you don't give a fuck what like how much money a man make as long as he got his own. You not sitting here telling a man in order for you to go on a date with him, he got Cash App you. You really sitting out here like, yo, I'm trying to go get some cookies and ice cream, some cookies and cream. Let's go do a coffee date. Because it's just like not that deep, because you don't think where a man take you determines how much he likes you.
They call me a god. They call me a god.
A Dusty will make himself so accessible, and you'll feel like because he wants to spend so much time with you, he must really like you. And sometimes at the end of the day, it's just the bitch he really want to be with ain't showing him attention that he want. A lot of times men will be all up in your shit because they want to make another bitch jealous. The Dusties that y'all be choosing. You get with a Dusty, he cheat on you with another chick, or he got an ex that he still fucking with, or he fucking with some women at his job or something crazy like that. He messing around with some chick he met on Instagram or something like that, right? How come y'all always end up with those dudes? How come it's never a happily ever after for y'all? How come it's more stories on social media of women complaining about their negative experiences with men instead of happily ever after stories? Ask yourself that. It isn't because it ain't no good men out here, because there's plenty of women who are experiencing a happily ever after. And sometimes there's women out here taken for granted they're Prince Charming. It's women out here with good men fucking the whole shit up. Fucking it up. Just like men be Dustianas. So you got to ask yourself at the end of the day, why do you keep running into the same type of man? Why does the man you choose keep treating you like that? All of the men. Because for you to get to the point to where you tried, and at the end of the day, it's still the same result. The only thing that stayed the same is you. And I used to be the woman that used to always like blame myself and try to change myself, right? To the point to where I'm changing how I look, changing my hair, changing, my whatever, to see if I could get a man to like me. Well, really all it was changing the type of men that I choose. Changing my mindset and my perspective to where now I'm looking at men very differently when they speak to me. When they're listening, when they're talking to me, I listen and I really sit there and interpret what they're saying. A lot of times women will listen to what men say and twist that shit to fit a narrative inside of their mind to make their relationship cool. A lot of y'all moving too fast, sleeping with dudes too fast, moving in with dudes too fast. There's a friend of mine right now, and I love her so much. There's a friend of mine right now. When I met her, she was single, and she asked me for advice for a guy that she had been friends with for a really long time. And he lived in like this house. He wanted her to come move in with him, right? But he didn't want to be in a relationship. And I said, why would you want to come move into the house with him if he don't want to be in a relationship? She said, well, he just wants me to house sit because, I travel. He travels a lot. He just wants me to be at his house. And I'm like, well, like, have you done something with this dude? And she's like, yeah, he used to be my ex, but we just really good friends now. And I was like, please don't do that to yourself. Please don't do it. She was like, I want to be in a relationship with him, but there's certain things he's not giving me. And I was like, well, don't settle for this dude. Like, please do not settle for this dude. Go get you a dude that actually match you, that you can actually get what you need from them. I'm not saying go find a perfect man, but go really find a dude that you can really like get what you need affection wise, love wise, because he wasn't lovey-dovey enough for her. And she needed somebody who was more like big on like affection and shit like that. And he wasn't like that. And in my mind, I was like, he not like that because he really not into you like that. Because another woman could bring that out of him. You can't bring that out of him because he not feeling you like that. But he likes so many other things about you. So eventually she moves in with the dude anyway. And I told her beforehand, don't move in with him because it's like pointless. He not gonna be with you. Ain't shit gonna change. You're just wasting your energy. She moves in with him anyway. Okay. And exactly what I said was gonna happen ended up happening, right? So now she's dating a whole new dude. Okay. And she only talked to this dude a month before she ended up dating him. Seriously, she was talking to him for a month over video chat. And he lives in another state. And so when she came to visit him, she was there for like a weekend. And suddenly this match made in fucking heaven. And he introduced her to all the people around him. And for some reason, all of the people around him are women. All his friends are all women. And I was like, he ain't got no male friends? He ain't got one male friend. Are all them women around him? All his friends. And that's it. I'm like, nah. Something's not right about that. Something's not off about that. Now, I'm thinking this in my head because I'm not saying it to her. I'm just thinking it in my goddamn head because I'm scared to say to her, number one, y'all moving too fast. She left and went back to wherever she lived. And then something happened in his life where he turned around and asked her to come back. So she went back. And she only on like month 2, month 3 of dating this guy. She don't know this dude well enough to, number one, to already be talking about being in a full-blown solid relationship with him, right? She ain't known him long enough. Number 2, she ain't known him long enough to suddenly be moving in with him. Because that's where she going with it. And I'm just like, oh my God, like you only known him a fucking month. Please slow down. But as her friend, it's like, do I say that shit? Why are you doing this? That's weird. You know what I mean? Like, why are you moving so fast? Child, anyway, remember when this person right here wrote this comment about Sukihana? This girl wrote this comment right here, which I like was better. This was her response. Let me see if I can read it out loud. She was talking about Sukihana in front of Buckingham Palace. She said, for all those saying this is a role, which I don't think that Sukihana persona is a role. I think she like that in real life. I don't think that she's just faking the funk for people. Okay. She said, for all those saying this is a role and she is paid to be nasty, it doesn't excuse it from being degenerate. And something we should encourage openly. Even Kim Kardashian classed it up when she wanted to hit a Billy. So let's not act like Sukihana is out here making millions of dollars on this foolishness. It's very damaging for Black women. We are already struggling to be seen as feminine beings worthy of love and protection. Yes, all races have all manner of degeneracy, but at least there is balance is with what they push forward and promote. What? I got lost at the end. This is becoming the norm far too often with our entertainers, and it's upsetting. The reason why it's so upsetting is because children follow behind these people. People are looking for leadership. People are celebrating this stuff. It's girls wanting to be like this. That's why it's so many, because even when I look at like TikTok videos, I'm seeing girls, regurgitate this type of thing, that type of songs. And when I was younger, they didn't necessarily like our hip hop music either. So I'm not going front. Like one time I was in the basement and I was singing The Streets Is Watching. I was in the basement and I was down that bitch rapping Jay-Z's whole The Streets Is Watching album. My grandma came downstairs and was like, what the fuck are you listening to? She was like, turn that shit off. She was like, you will not be listening to that shit. Like, what is this shit? And honestly, the streets is watching. It's not even that. Well, no, it is. Because streets is watching is basically about drugs and shit like that. My grandma was like, what the fuck are you listening to? You're supposed to be listening to fucking something other than this. So, yeah, I think our rap music was kind of like hard to digest for like boomers and shit like that. And sometimes I feel like I'm just getting to this age where I'm older and I'm more mature. So that young shit is starting to look real. It's like they singing blues clues and shit. Like, it looks like, why are you singing that? Like, if I was in my car chilling and I was about to head to the club and I had Blues Clues on my way there, wouldn't y'all be like, the fuck are you doing? Like, if I had the ABC song on, you know, for getting dressed, getting ready to go to a concert or something like that, or going on a date, and I'm like, A, B, C, D, E, F, G, in the mirror, yo, be like, the fuck are you doing? So I think that's what's wrong with me. That music is for a mind that's smaller than mine. Like, that music is for someone who isn't intellectually in the same place I'm in. So when I hear Lotto and I hear Carisha or City Girls and I hear Meg Thee Stallion and I hear Cardi B, my mind has elevated to another level of being that sounds like child's play to me. Like, when I hear women sit here and talk about how they want to use men for money and shit like that, it's child's play to me. It's like so immature, because once you get to a certain age, once you figure out your finances, you got so much bread anyway, you don't give a fuck what like how much money a man make as long as he got his own. You not sitting here telling a man in order for you to go on a date with him, he got Cash App you. You really sitting out here like, yo, I'm trying to go get some cookies and ice cream, you know, some cookies and cream. Let's go do a coffee date. Because it's just like not that deep, because you don't think where a man take you determines how much he likes you.